Reading is fun and math is great, but now it's time for Art with Miss Kate. Art with Miss Kate.
Buenos dias, artistas. Hello, artists. Today, Emilu the art dog and I are going to teach you how to marble paper using chalk. Yesterday, we made sidewalk paint with cornstarch and food coloring, and then we learned how to take a brush and water and paint on top of existing sidewalk chalk and make it look like paint. So today we're going to use sidewalk chalk in a different way. I'm going to show you some paper marbling that I did earlier in the day to get ready for this lesson. Okay? Here's one on a larger pink sheet of paper. And here's one on a larger purple sheet of paper. And I have a bunch of half sheets because they fit in my pan better. Here's one on pink, yellow, another pink one, a white one, a white one, a white one, orange, white, and yellow. The ones on the towels are wet. This is our second round of shooting. We had a few difficulties, so these are a little harder to show you, but I'll try. Here's a red one. All of these I printed on top of an existing print that I thought was too pale. And I'm going to show you that technique in a minute. So these are wet. They look a little different when they're wet than when they're dry. Here you go. And here you go. You're going to notice I have two big old towels on my table. And I have sidewalk chalk. And I have a pan full of water, a plastic knife, and a fork. I didn't have any plastic forks, so if you're going to use a fork, make sure you get permission from Mom or Dad as to which fork you could use. Now when you do real paper marbling, there's different patterns and they all have names, and it's too much for me to go into today. But you put something in the water that makes it thicker, like gelatin sort of, and you put ink on top, and then you pull a print off the top of the paper. This paper marbling with chalk is a little harder to control, but it's very, very easy to do. So I'm going to take my knife and put some chalk on my water. I learned this project a long time ago from Lori Worth, my dear friend and mentor. And she taught me this project, and it's really cool. And then earlier today I got a flip grid from a student who did this yesterday, not realizing I was intending on teaching it today. Here's one. This is why you need the towels. Now let's say you have a print like this and you wish it was bolder. If you make a print you don't like, don't throw it away. Let it dry, because watch what you can do with an existing print. Like let's say I look at this and I go, boy, I want some red on there. Watch. You do have to work a little quickly because the chalk eventually sinks. That's why with the other kind of paper marbling, you put something in the water and then your ink can't sink. See that? So if you get a print that you don't care for, don't throw it away. Let it dry and print on top of it. Like this one's a little bit pale. Let's try this one. As a general rule, if your paper is a warm color, you're going to want to print with cool colors. If your paper is a cool color, you're going to want to print with warm colors. You also may just want to print on white. Look at that. I think this is a really fun way to work. It's really easy, and you can't do it wrong because it's abstract. We're having fun. We're paper marbling. There's no wrong way to do this. Let's try some yellow. I wish that this one was darker, so I'm going to make it a little more bold. Then I'm going to try combing. When you do real paper marbling with the ink, you can comb and make these cool patterns. Some old books, inside cover has paper marbling, and I tried to find one in my house to show you, and they're all in my art room. Sorry about that. See? Now it's a little bit bolder. And I like it better. So, boys and girls, I think this is a very fun way to work. I hope you get to experiment with it. And I miss you all. Happy paper marbling.